in Arizona, we are now able to sit next to each other.
All right. Hey, look, you guys just came in live right as Kevin's getting ready to explain it. Welcome to Bootstrap Businessmen, the podcast devoted to inspiring the aspiring entrepreneur within on a shoestring budget. And I'm your host, Dale L. Roberts, and this is
the Midwest Best, Kevin S. Allen. How are you guys doing tonight?
See, look at that. We did that's the beauty, man, of fucking. I'm gonna have to turn this because obviously we're gonna be fucking jib-jabbing. Dude, I used to have to fucking introduce you because it was like an awkward fucking transition. Yeah. If I was like, I tried to pass it off to you, then you purposely made it fucking awkward.
Because you get used to something over and over. You know what I mean?
Like,
just kind of
what do I do with my hands?
Where's the peanut butter?
Yeah, so we're really lo-fi today, guys. The reason is obviously I've made the big transition from Phoenix, Arizona, out to Columbus, Ohio. Check to see if we got some live viewers. We're doing a simulcast here. So since we have an abundance of technology, we're actually running things on Facebook. What's up, Facebook friends? And we're also running it on YouTube. Now, of course, the YouTube broadcast is going to be what Kevin's going to take over to the MP3 formats of.
Yep. Oh my gosh! Let's see where we're going to. We're going to take it to SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast, Podbean, FeedBurner, and Google.
TuneIn?
And TuneIn.
Forgot TuneIn.
Yes, I forgot TuneIn.
Yeah.
Basically, all in all, well, now with Facebook Live, we have 10 platforms.
Damn!
We're running across.
Woo!
But next week, we're going to throw up an iPad and we're going to do some Instagram stories.
That'd be tremendous. Obviously, we're going to be expanding this. We're going to experiment with different things. With us being businessmen, we're really trying to get it to where we're monetizing this and growing it. So there's going to be a lot of experimentation because we're amateurs.
We are. I mean, we're doing this
as if you guys couldn't fucking tell from the non-ironed background. And
hey, it's good.
Here's the crazy thing. So I sold everything that I had.
Yeah.
Like literally everything I could fit into my car. Everything. What couldn't fit in the car was sold. So my lighting rig, my backdrop, everything else like that was sold. So this is a brand new backdrop.
Yeah.
And
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's $20. Fucking seriously, I make that farting out in a day. So I know there's probably some people on here going, fucking asshole. Really, seriously, I'll have a single book sell that much in a single day.
Absolutely.
And that's one of my shitty books.
Not shit eating books.
No, not yeah. Yes. I'm not trying to say shitty books. I mean, one of my shitty performing books. I don't put out shitty books. Yeah, because I mean, even some of the outsourced writing books I put out, they're not shit. I'm not going to put out crappy fucking books.
You're not going to deliver that to your audience.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
And guys, you can poke fun at us even on Facebook and say, "Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff they got set up." But here's the thing: we're not letting what we don't have stand in our way from getting going.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And to me, man, that's incredible. We've got some technology. Do we want other stuff? Absolutely.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right?
It's in my YouTube mastermind. It's called, which by the way, anybody gets this. Let me look up the name of the group. You guys get a chance, and I need to toss you in there as well because you're obviously involved in YouTube. So we got to get you in that group. A good friend of mine, actually, Tim Knox, got me hooked up in this group. And the name of the group is, if you guys are ready for this, it is Tube Ritual Video Marketing. So if you go to Facebook, just look up Tube Ritual Video Marketing. And tell them Dale L. Roberts sent you. My boy Tim Knox introduced me to Brian G. Johnson, who actually is phenomenal on YouTube. The guy is a fucking genius when it comes to actually putting out content. He's got wild hair. Like as wild as my personality is, that's his hair.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's gotta be some crazy hair.
No? Yeah. He's the best way to describe Brian is his presentation. I'd hate to call it a shtick. But I saw his old videos compared to his new videos. He actually is a cross between a Jim Carrey and Robin Williams.
Okay. So he's got I guess it would be shtick.
Yeah,
it's the way he delivers it.
Yeah, it's how he delivers it. But unlike my self-publishing with Dale L. Roberts, he's it's not satire. He literally is.
He's delivering a message. Like
he is delivering a message without any joke or pun. Okay. But he has a little bit of fun, and it's like the way he talks, because he's just, he'll just do things like that, and you're kind of like, that's pretty wacky.
But it's holding your attention, because if you're just like, okay, and then you go to step one and then step two.
Yeah.
you're not nobody's gonna pay attention to that. You know, well, not
Absolutely.
for more than maybe 5 minutes.
Well,
So,
you know, I was leading all that to saying that one of the things that Brian says, and even some of the people like Brandon Nankaville, he's got 1% better and 2% better on YouTube, which by the way, guys, big shout out to Brandon. Go over, check it out, 1% better. Actually, what Brandon does is he takes summaries of books and he puts it in cartoon form on YouTube. The guy gets hundreds of thousands of hits.
wow.
I think he broke like 10,000 subscribers some time ago.
Nice.
So he also released 2% better, which is just like his vlog. And he's a young Australian kid with these big wild dreads.
Nice.
And Brandon's a good kid, man. I can tell he's got a big fucking future ahead of him. It's so funny. I don't know if it's a dialect or like regional thing, but he refers to my books as bodybuilding books.
Bodybuilding. Yeah. Well, do you remember Ellie that we had on?
Yes, Burskoff.
Burskoff, yeah. When she was on, she talked about that it wasn't fitness training or working out, it was bodybuilding. When she was talking about it. And I think she is over in Australia somewhere, I believe. So, yeah. Yeah.
They may actually be in the same area, but she's doing insane, and I'd love to get her back on. I keep track of her, and actually we've messaged each other a couple of times, and yeah, she's a sweetheart, man.
Yeah.
Dude, she's got these women's retreats that are off the fucking chain.
They were just in Thailand.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, crazy.
Ellie, what the fuck? What about the guys?
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, man, one of the greatest things, you know, it's kind of like what we're sitting here right now. She got started. She made a decision, really, and she got started with 0.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think she was below 0 when she got started with her business, if I remember correctly. She was actually in the red.
Yeah. She was in bad news. I know that. And she said that she was even having issues, not just financially speaking, but also it was like there were some mental issues and some mental barriers holding her back from those type of things.
Yeah.
If you guys hadn't had the opportunity, make sure you go to one of our earlier episodes with Ellie Burskoff. And you see if there's, you love that Facebook Live. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
We're going to keep talking to you guys down here, but, you know, hopefully, you know, we still got some love for you. We still see you. My fucking cat, for some reason, loves to just fucking open this door. You see that? She
just opened the door. This cat just crazy.
Headbutts the fucking door. It's like, hey, I'm coming on in. Fuck you guys.
She's going to be our guest.
Yeah, she's going to be our guest. I told Kelly if she wanted to get home early, she can jump on here. But, dude, rabbit trails. We're always like this shit. Yeah, it's going to be even worse now that two of us are in fucking person. So, dude, man, we got a lot of really cool things going on. So we were talking a little bit about lo-fi, and of course, Kevin's. It's what I call the KSA method, which is fuck it, just do it. That's really is his philosophy. Hence why his first book was fuck it, you can't rule the world from your couch.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like the underlying theme of some of his content is. You know, you just got to get out there and do it. You know, stop pussyfooting around. Don't just dip your toe in the pool. Jump in head first and figure out how to swim. You're not going to drown.
Right. You know, it's so true because you run into a lot of people, and it's unfortunate because they spend so much time. And I get it. You want to learn and you want to execute properly. Okay. Yeah. So my ideas are, look, I know what I want to do. So you write your goals down first. What is it? And what do you want to do, right? To me, that's enough to get going. I'm not going to go out and make a fool of myself. I'm not going to go out and burn houses down or, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, burning houses down, folks. Don't do it.
But,
Jinx, owe me a Coke.
He doesn't drink Coke.
Fuck. Yeah, that's right. Energy
drinks.
Yes. My neighbors above me are loving this. I know it.
Found on the floor here. But it's just get going because, you know, no matter what, no matter how much you prepare, you're going to fail. You're going to fail.
Eventually it happens.
So why not do it now instead of spending all your valuable time and losing momentum to prepare to do the same thing?
Yeah, you know? Absolutely. And so, you know, we have the lo-fi background and I'm going to be truthful. We have like 3 lamps in our entire house. That's right. Some reason this apartment complex didn't want to install any lights in the ceiling, so we had to go buy some over at Walmart for like $7.86 or something like that. So this is all 3 of the bulbs, but we have coming en route is almost the same exact lighting setup.
Okay.
But here's the thing: is it ran me $130 on Amazon originally, so I haven't been able to tell you this yet. Have you heard of Jet?
I've heard of it. I've never checked it out.
Okay, guys. Listen,
Listen to this.
I don't have affiliates, okay, for Jet. So you can go over check out Jet. But I'm gonna tell you this: before you start making large purchases, I know this is kind of like going against everything. Like, click in the affiliate link below, support the show. But listen, if you are looking to buy something that's a larger ticket item, I really highly recommend you go at least check out Jet first. It's Jet, like as in a plane.
Like a plane. .com, right? I mean, it's just Jet.
Yeah, I think it's jet.com. So I was over at my sister-in-law's house, and Kelly and her sister Carrie was, Carrie's been on the show. Yeah. She actually, the two of them brought up Jet, and I didn't really listen to Carrie because Carrie actually recommends she's got a degree in photography. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
So yeah, but she's in the what is it, hospitality business, restaurant business?
Yes,
however you want to shake it. Yeah. So. At any rate, she's got a degree in photography, and she actually had recommended to me go to a store. Of course, I wasn't hearing because I want to get my shit now, and I don't want to go to I don't want to go to store, and I'm like, then they're gonna try to upsell me, and I'm like, no, I know what I want. I just want the same shit that I had before because it was working really well. We're gonna have a larger space, so the lighting is gonna be better. We're not gonna get washed out. Hell, you've got this great fucking camera too as well on your stuff, so that's gonna make a huge difference.
It'll help us out, yeah.
So, all that to say that I'm gonna be getting 2 box lights. Nice. We're gonna have 2 umbrella lights. Oof. We're gonna have a stand, and we're gonna have 3 different backdrops. So we're gonna have it's gonna be a different shade of green.
Okay.
We're gonna have a black, and we're gonna have a white. Most times, you and I are probably gonna do this green background. We're gonna end up flattening this out, and we're gonna actually have it ironed. And eventually, when you guys are going to be watching essentially some of the produced episodes, we're going to remove this background and we're going to put a lot of dick pics behind us.
Absolutely, man. Oh my God. No, it's going to be the Kama Sutra wall. So if you want to look for the position for the ladies, it's going to be up here. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
Smutwall.com.
But, when you guys are watching us live right here, you're probably just going to see the green background. It helps out. It gets it to where the two of us, eventually, I know that my brother is really trying to upsell us on OBS. And anybody knows anything about OBS, hit us up. We'd love to hear
on it.
Because I'm done hearing my brother.
Yes.
Sorry, Walt. Sorry. I'll listen to you.
Well, he's kind of like a master at it, though. He's got it down to a science, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does. He helps out some people I know in developing some shows. We'll just say that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
he's an expert then.
Yeah. So, hopefully eventually we will pull out the green background, but for right now it's going to be between 2 ferns without Zach Galifianakis. Which, by the way, have you seen that dude? He's fucking skinny.
No, when did this happen?
Zach Galifianakis? Oh, dude, like he's got a new movie coming out. I think called Keeping Up with the Joneses or something like that.
There's one out right now. It's called Masterminds.
Yes, he's even skinnier than that one.
No kidding.
Yeah, wow. We're talking. I know this has nothing to do with business.
But is he going to lose his appeal, like the humor? You know what I mean? Because part of his.
It's so funny. I think wouldn't you agree though? I would rather see him come. I'd rather see him be around for years to come.
Absolutely.
Think of like the tragedies, like Chris Farley. Although his was not weight issue, it was ODing on coke. I think.
Yeah, a little cocaine.
Yeah, the coke probably had something to do with it. But I mean, even if that wasn't there, can you imagine? I mean, he probably would have had heart failure by now.
Absolutely, because oh my gosh, he had to have been 150, 200 pounds overweight.
Oh yeah, that guy was insanely big, and I think Zach Galifianakis obviously was not as big as Chris Farley, but I mean it's still a concern, someone's health, and I would almost rather them reinvent themselves, and come on out, which I imagine we'll probably be able to go out and see the movie, and I bet he's still going to be funny as shit.
I hope so. I mean his delivery and just his tone, but there's also that appeal. What was the other actor's name that was in Superbad? Jonah Hill. Yes. Yep. Yeah. He did a couple movies. He lost a lot of weight, and he did a couple movies, and I was like, he's not as funny.
You're like, you're not funny unless you're fat.
Anymore. Gain weight. Put weight on. That's our British accents, folks.
Yeah, that was just my trailer trash accent actually.
But I get what you're saying, and it's kind of like business. I mean, as long as you can reinvent yourself, do something a little different, then go for it, right? But it does take a little bit of the appeal away. It does. Anytime you shift anything, it drops a certain appeal for certain people. And those two guys, to me, they're just not as funny.
Do you think it could be held in the same regard? Let's just pretend, what if I became 100 pounds overweight? Do you think that would ruin my credibility in the product I present for the workout plan?
Yes.
You know, kind of hard to say goodbyes from a person who, you know, for fitness, if they're, you know, the funny thing is actually,
Richard Simmons, let's look at Richard Simmons. Okay. The guy to me has never really looked in shape.
But he's not been fat.
But he's never been fat.
Yeah.
But, you know, compared to what you think of in shape is today, he's never fit that mold.
No. Richard Simmons is awesome. Which, by the way, you got to pick on Kelly for that one. Her father told me a number of years ago about how she used to put on her headband and want to watch all of his shows.
Oh, Kelly.
Yeah. Dude, I went out and bought her headbands. She hasn't worn them since. What the fuck, man? Ungrateful. Yeah, but yeah, guess what? She steals my chair. I got a chair from this guy right here. And oh no. Listen, preach to me, guys. But yeah, it's almost like, hey, I want to get these cookies, and she'll go, no, I don't want them. But I'd be like, okay, so if I get them, it'd be for me. Well, of course I'm going to eat them too. I'm like,
just say you want them. Just say you want a cookie.
Yes. And it's a good chair. It's a good chair. It's like
it happens all the time. Man.
There's no rips in the fabric. It's holding up really well. She said like one of the arms is like shaky, and I'm like,
I would probably tighten that up. One of the things, I'm not gonna deliver I wouldn't have even brought it to you if it was all ripped up. You know what I mean? No.
You know, the funny thing is, I mean, hang on. Let's have a look at these fucking chairs. Okay,
we're driving a little rabbit trail.
Look at that shit.
Look at this.
You know, it kind of comes back to the whole, you know, just
get it going.
Fuck it, just get it going, and you know, and fix it as you go along. That's why it's like I haven't really turned down any donations at this point from people. So anybody that wants to donate to the
checkered couch.
Well, I don't have a checkered couch. I will take one though. Totally.
And a water bed. It's really weird.
As long as there's like water bed full of like musty fucking like water, you know, it's like brown. The checkered couch has a poop smears on it. Yes, actually, that's my cry for like a GoFundMe account. I need to be like, please help, I'm starving.
No, he's not starving.
No, I'm not actually. I'm probably farthest from it. Actually, we ended up going and buying a bunch of bulk food. Because I eat like a fucking horse. Well, I really do.
Yeah, to see the guy though, he works out like Jesus Christ. There's like 3 people working out.
Today was an off day. Yeah, it's kind of like, okay, yeah, I know, I realize. You know, believe it or not, actually, I've taken it pretty fucking easy. So, I definitely want to shift attention here. What's up, Facebook guys? Know that we're still going to be looking down here. We love you.
We see you.
Yeah, we see you. There's nobody watching us. So if you're watching us later, we definitely appreciate it.
This is the first time we actually really went live on Bootstrap Businessmen on Facebook. So, you know what I mean? It might take a minute. So,
yeah, speaking of, if you guys are tuning in, show us some love over at facebook.com. You can go ahead and search us up under Bootstrap Businessmen. You guys are going to be seeing some upgrades, like I said. So come next week, literally the lighting equipment's getting delivered tomorrow.
Oh,
so come next week, we're going to be ready to rock and roll. So that means as of tomorrow, I'm going to get the lights set up. And I'm going to be starting to produce more episodes for self-publishing with Dale.
I was going to say, you know, it's been a couple weeks since you
dude,
those out.
I'm getting your ass. I'm getting your ass. I'm actually getting his face, not his ass.
Maybe my ass.
Maybe if it fits, if it works, you know.
I can't just fit on the screen.
Yeah, if it doesn't work into the content, what's the point of having it? Yeah, I'll plan on putting out probably 2 episodes per week starting out, and then I'd like to ideally get it up to like every weekday.
Okay.
To where it's like there's new content. So I'm going to be bringing you in sometimes.
They're funny as hell and very educational too at the same time. You know what I mean? You deliver a great message.
Yeah, right? we're going to really start to pull out some of our personalities and really getting it, because I'm going to be bringing you in. I'm going to get Kelly involved. I know my boy Harold and Russ are going to be in town eventually. Jason's going to be around. We're going to have some fun with that. I got my boy overseas, actually in the United Kingdom, Chris Jones. He's been doing amazing work on Amazon FBA. Highly recommend you guys look it up. In mid-November, Chris Jones is actually going to be releasing a program for Amazon FBA and training people up. So I was talking to Ben Gothard. Ben's going to get involved too. Where I'm going to
Ben's
be
a good
roping
kid.
Ben in. Yeah, Ben's a good kid. Which actually we should have Ben on the program fairly soon.
Yeah. Speaking of him, I actually want to give him a little bit of a shout out. Okay, he contacted Dale a few weeks ago.
It's probably been about
Maybe a month.
over a month for
Over a
sure.
month.
For sure.
Interviewed Dale and stuff, and then Dale, mentioned me, so send him my way, and I was like, "Who's this guy?" Right?
He's like, "Who's this weirdo?"
Who's
Actually.
Ben? So Ben contacts me, does the same thing. We get to talking. I was like, I started asking him questions about him, because honestly, guys, you'll find out. I don't really talk about myself too much. I'd rather know everybody else. This is who I am. Okay. So I asked him. I said, "What do you do?" He's in college. And he already has a company started.
Oh yeah.
A social media marketing company. He started, I think he told me his best friend and his dad had 2 different jobs that needed to be done at the same time. And he said, and tell you what, instead of hiring me, hire my company. And he created that company on the spot.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So he created this company on the spot, hired a couple of kids that were doing, if they were into videography or social media, whatever they were doing in school, and farmed them out.
Yeah.
And then collected money on it, right? And that's where it started. What, sophomore year?
Yeah, I think
Sophomore year.
sophomore.
So young kid, right? And I know there's other ones out there, but here's a college student, and if anybody remembers college days or college years anyway, you're usually dead broke.
Yeah,
right. You're eating ramen noodles, and I mean, this kid is creating.
You ate?
Yes. Peanut butter sandwiches, everyone.
Yeah, peanut butter sandwiches. That's about right.
Yeah. So this guy's created something from nothing, and he's in college. He's created money. He can go out and buy food.
Yeah.
He was telling me he went out to eat. He's actually taking a couple girls on dates. So he's actually generating income while he's in school. Started it from scratch. He just didn't let anything stop, man.
Well, you know the name of his book, right?
He's got a book out?
Yeah, it's called CEO at 20.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, go check it out. It's not really high ranking. So he actually called me up. It's the first time we connected since my interview with him. And feel free, folks. You can always look it up. It's Ben Gothard. It might be the name. It might be Gothard Enterprises. Gothard. If you go over there, it was a very fun interview. It was a lot about self-publishing, really, and a lot about my life story. So that's pretty much what I covered with him. But any rate, though, Ben got in touch with me yesterday, and we talked for about, I'd say it was about close to an hour and a half.
Yeah, he's easy to talk to, too.
Yeah. We're talking about his book, CEO 20, because he's looking at trying to build a brand. Now, of course, as you know, I got the workout plan brand, and it's just massively expanding. It's becoming a two-headed beast. And when I say it's scaling,
he's not joking.
100% me scaling some stuff, because I just have a huge vision and a way that I can start to provide something for everyone within the workout plan or workout plan plane. There we go. Say that 10 times fast.
No.
He wants to do the same thing, but the problem is, who's looking for CEO? Who's looking for CEO at 20?
Right.
And it's called The Big Book of Little Dreams. I like that.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
I dig that. If anything, I think, and this is just me thinking off the top of my head, I think I would love to hear that as actually a title of the book, but then a subtitle that puts his brand together. Be it, entrepreneurship for the aspiring young adolescents, whatever, I'm just throwing shit out. So his issue is he was finding keywords, and I can't remember, and I don't want to say this out loud because obviously he probably hasn't had it locked down yet, but he had something to do with achievement. And he said he looked it up. It was a very high savvy keyword. And so he wants to build this brand. And he's going to start out with, essentially a short read. Okay. Which is, something I'm delving into right now, is doing some short reads, because people don't want to read long books anymore, I guess.
Yeah, it's on.
Well, I should say there's an audience there's an audience for short reads right now. So if you go on Amazon, rest assured, if you're not a big reader, or let's say, for instance, you got to commute to work and you have your hands free and you're not driving, short reads are perfect, because there's anything from about 1 to 11 pages up to about 100 pages. Anything above 100 pages is considered standard books.
Yeah, like a novella, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of my workout books are like that. But I went down to the short reads. So he and I were talking about short reads and such. And of course, I singe his eyebrows with some stuff, and he's just like, eyes are like this. I tell him about the incognito mode, and he's just like, what? I was like, yeah, that's right. You don't have to just use it for browsing porno. Yeah, incognito mode is
I learned that the hard way too, folks.
Yeah. Which here's a little bit of a lesson. So since we're on Bootstrap Businessmen, I can be able to share this with some people when it comes to actually researching keywords on Amazon. Here's the issue, and I've said this in self-publishing, is
Absolutely.
If you're ordering or if you're searching or you're browsing, Amazon's going to intuitively go, okay, you're looking for this. You're looking for this. They're going to try to send you keywords appropriate for you.
You know, and I know people have been frustrated with this. Like, you go to look for something and it pulls in. You're like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, that's because of what Dale's talking about. So, how do we fix that?
So it's essentially, you just got to go to incognito mode. Now, depending on your browser, I'm going to make it simple for those of you that use Chrome. I'm a diehard Chrome user because I use, obviously, YouTube, Gmail, everything else in between. So it's just very simple. It's Control-Shift-N as a new. When you hit that, it'll open up a black browser, and it'll have like these spy glasses and spy hat.
That's
and
pretty cool,
then you just go over, open up Amazon, and do your keyword research inside the search windows. Now, of course, by getting those keywords, all you got to do is just think about your category. So let's say, for instance, my category is workout plan. I would just type in the word workout, and it's going to autofill, and it's going to give some search suggestions based on that. And it's going to show you what everybody else is looking for, not just you, but everybody else on Amazon is looking for, because that's really what you want to do. You want keywords that's going to grab everyone's attention. You want to get a good amount of. Now, not all those are going to work. Okay, some of them are garbage, because just because they're looking for it doesn't mean they're buying it. So that's where, you know, you got to dig a little deeper. And thankfully, he's smart enough that he goes in, he looks at the keywords, he jumps into the first few books, looks at their categories and see where it plays, and he goes into the bestsellers list from there. Then he starts pulling common words throughout the top 20 best of the bestsellers.
Okay.
And I think the kid's brilliant. He's got a great idea. He's got a great plan. I'm excited for him. He's, you know, God, if only. I mean, I was 20 years old. Let's see here. What was I doing when I was 20 years old? I was dropping out of college. That's right. And I was going to become a rock star.
And you did.
Yeah, kind of. What's happening? It says low battery, man. You're going to be losing it. We might lose you guys.
That's a 20%. It'll roll for a little while. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so if we lose you, sorry, guys. Hopefully it still processes, all that kind of bullshit. Let's see here. How are we doing on time anyways? Damn, dude. What time did we start today?
It was 8:30, maybe.
8:30? Okay. We didn't start right at 8.
Yeah, we started a little after 8. So, but no, dude, 20 years old, knowing some of the stuff, and just honestly, just the what am I looking for? The information that's available.
It's insane.
It's insane. I mean, think about it. If we would have to go back to us being 20 years old, we would have been at the library for days and days and trying to wait on a magazine or a book for days or 6 weeks. You know, what was it? Please allow 6 weeks for shipping. Back in the day. Yes, you know what I mean? Or, you know, Headbangers Ball, you had to wait till Friday night. So
Saturday. Got to correct you on that one.
Saturday. So where now you can just jump on YouTube or Google, or, you know, or whatever, Pandora, and you can pull up your music. You can look for anything. How to start a home-based business, how to write a book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, my God, dude, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it's incredible. You get shows like this, and you got other shows that are like it, like Pat Flynn does something similar to this, obviously at a larger scale. Pat, give us some rub here, man. But any event, you know, it's information's there. Really, at this point, are you willing to put the time and the effort in? Because, you know, really, we could have been watching, you know, scores of VHS back in the day, ordering magazines, reading books, things like that. But now all you had to do is you can just go into a search browser, be it on YouTube, Google, Yahoo, Bing, whatever, and you can find that information.
Anything.
So, I mean, it was one of the things we were looking at as an option prior to us using the phone. We were going to use the other computer to do a live stream, and it's going to be OBS. And the two of us kind of looked at each other like, I don't want to fucking run that.
We'll figure it out before next week, and then we'll be
Yeah.
running off the computer, so it won't be such a small screen on the phone. But man, yeah, you know, but at 20 years old too, because here's the thing. Here's why I think this. We didn't have the information available that we do now.
Yeah.
Right. And you gotta look at our parents and stuff back then too, right? Just get a job, work really hard, retire from it. Okay. That was kind of like the way life is.
My mom didn't tell me that. She was like, you know, she's like, you'll never amount to nothing. No, I'm
He's
just
lying.
kidding.
He's
Totally lying. She just told me to go give some hand jobs on the corner.
I mean, whatever. You know, as long as you're charging the right amount. Dale was doing it for $1 a pop, so it was taking home.
Yeah, it is. What do you think? I got such big muscles, huh? You guys thought of some curls, huh?
No.
Curls for the girls. It's
It
more
was
like
curling.
jerks for the jerks.
Oh man, that's too funny. Too funny. Dude.
Ah, yes. That's kind of fun. Now we're in person. We can say this kind of shit. And now I'm gonna pop you even better because now you're just like you're gonna laugh even harder because there's not gonna be any buffering.
Oh,
Like,
Lord.
what'd you say? Never mind. I'm not gonna say the joke again.
I just turned the mic off.
Yeah, fuck it. Which, you know, our big plans coming up is getting some more guests on the show. I imagine.
Yes.
What are we gonna do? Let's talk this out fucking live. Fuck it.
Might as well. I mean, hey, let's rewind back to February. That was part of what we do. Our conversations were why we were doing this because we were mapping out different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Business wise, we're like, you know what? Let's just share with the world. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, let's talk.
We're looking
Check
at
this
guests. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd like to possibly bring on at least one monthly guest.
Okay.
You know, getting somebody in I love everybody that's been on the show before. Now, there's going to be some times. I don't know why I keep getting flashes. It's so weird. Who knows? At any rate, we love all the guests we've had on before, with the exception of the people that we haven't visually seen. I just don't know that we're gonna have any repeat guests. Christmas was wonderful.
Yeah.
Cavi, I would just like to have Cavi back because she was just incredible.
Awesome. Yeah.
You know, but we're not gonna have some repeat guests. I would like to see some new faces, and I think that you were in contact with one or two people, right?
Yeah, I've actually got a local guy here in Columbus. You know, we'll bring on stuff too. He's guys. We do talk a lot about publishing and stuff on here because that is kind of like the backbone of Bootstrap Businessmen. You know what I mean? It's kind of driving a little bit of income for us. So that's why we talk about it so much. But this guy is a musician.
Oh, wonderful. You think we'll be able to bring him here?
Potentially. I mean, I've already got some links and stuff. Maybe we'll shoot that out soon. He's a rapper, okay, but his stuff is really good. You know, I listened to a couple songs, and you know, if you're into rap, he's good. He's self-promoting himself. He's putting his own, you know, he's recording his own music. He's not having the money to rent studio time or somebody do it for him, standing in the way. He's like, this is what I want to do. So he's doing it. Create a website on Wix.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wix.com.
Super easy.
It is free, right?
Yeah.
He's got a free website. I know he does because this is after Wix.com. So he's got a free website, but on there, he's got links to his music on SoundCloud. He's got some stuff on iTunes already. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah. So, and he's 21 years old. So young guy.
That's tremendous. Yeah, I know that our boy Russ, actually, he's been fucking killing it lately. He's
Russ,
actually been going
you
out.
need to come on.
Yeah, so we'll probably get him on.
Artist.
And we're just going to bring on Harold, and we're just going to stare at him and just have some fun with this guy because Harold is just a fucking hoot. And if we can get him on here and just remove this, know that he has no censor, he'll just, that guy is probably the funniest guy I know. Go figure, we'll probably get him in front of a camera. He's going to be like, yeah. Yeah, well, we'll probably get some other people on. I know Jason's going to be coming into town. So you guys can definitely still stay tuned. Wednesday is going to be kind of our intent, but we may end up recording some episodes that might not air till Wednesday. So
because guess what? We can do whatever we want now because we're right here.
Yeah. So Thursday night, hey, look, let's get together. We're just going to sit on down. We'll go ahead and record a fucking episode.
It might be at Panera or something. Who knows where you're going to catch us at? I mean, honestly, think about it.
Which, speaking of, this is something really good. You guys need to check out your local library. I really highly recommend this because I found out moving into town, of course, libraries, I'm a book nerd, okay? All right, whatever. So at any rate, there is a library right down the road, and I just told this guy this. There's no late fees anymore. What? What? No late fees. Yeah, well, they say if you got a material out too long, they're gonna pretty much charge you the entire amount that it costs. So if you keep your DVD out too long,
they're gonna burn you for it.
right. So yeah, essentially, you know, either you return the materials or you get charged. And so yeah, there's no more late fees. I thought that was kind of cool. But here's the really cool thing, and this is once again, it shows you the opportunity that is available to you right now and today. Is look at your local library, and I want you guys to find out if they have mobile hotspots. And ooh, is there a viewer? Get out of here. There's somebody watching us. Nope, they're gone. They left you.
Oh, they left.
They're like, what's that creep doing? So any event, you go to your local library, find out if there's a mobile hotspot. Now, there's probably going to be a reservation list. I really highly recommend if you're finding yourself, you know, you don't have internet at home, okay? First of all, libraries typically will have some kind of internet, if not technology that you can use. So there's two excuses and knocked off the block. Now, let's say you've got your own laptop, okay, and you want to work throughout the night, but you don't have internet at home. Guess what? You just go ahead, hit a reservation. You can be able to check that puppy out for, you know, I think it's 2 weeks at a time here. Maybe it's a week.
Wait, whoa, really? You can?
Yeah. So
what?
yeah, mobile hotspots.
You
can get the mobile hotspot and you
Get
can,
out of here.
yeah. So if anything, when you were talking about something that we're going to potentially be doing here is we're going to go visit people in their businesses.
Yes.
That's where that's going to work out, because then we can go ahead, tap in the mobile hotspot. We'll go take our, you know, the Mac laptop, and we can set that on down, set up the microphone, and we can actually run a live episode. And that right there is kind of cool.
Dude, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I thought you could just go there and use them, but they allow you to check them out.
You check out the mobile hotspot. They got other things like I think you can actually check out. I could be wrong. I have to look at this. You know, if I'm wrong, forgive me. I think you can actually check out tablets too. So
shut the front door.
If you can check out tablets, here's the thing: is you can do so much with a tablet. That, video. You can write a book. You can, you know, you can fly a kite. What? Not with the tablet, but
Angry Birds.
Yeah, Angry Birds. There we go. Of course, that's
my favorite font.
Yeah, I know. No kidding. Shit.
But no, dude, that's so true. So take pictures. Like if you want to do a photo book. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we've done quite a bit of photo books. So you can check out a tablet and take photos.
Yeah.
So you're saying I don't have a camera. They'll just eliminate that excuse too, because they take great photos.
Picture books do really good here, folks. I'm gonna tell you that I actually have one out right now. It's not making me a lot, but it's making it enough. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, for very little effort, I put it up. People like it. I had a purchase of the actual book itself, the coffee table book. That was a $20 ticket item, and I think I profited. It might have been like $3, $4, but guess what? It didn't cost me a dime to make. All I had to do was get the pictures. I got the quotes. I put the quotes over top of the pictures, the beautiful pictures. I turned it into a coffee table book, and I turned it into a Kindle book.
Folks, if you seriously, you need to go check it out. Dude, that thing was phenomenal.
Yeah, feel free if you guys want to. You can. I'm not ashamed of it. The actual author name is Patricia Walters. It's hardly drawing very much. Its rank is pretty terrible. But my whole thought was, I just want to provide something that didn't cost me any money, required very little effort, but also develop it, and it gives people value, you know. And and eventually I actually will be recording an audiobook, and we actually have a closet that's going to be turned into a sound booth over here to the left of me, and we're going to get it soundproof. This is amazing because around, and I you know, maybe in our next episode we can take the phone, we can circle the room and you guys can see this. We actually have curtains all the way surrounded in us here, so it kills a lot of the echo in here, because we want to make sure we're providing you guys with a good content, and we're not hearing our voices echo back. In fact, actually, just before we got on here, I had to.
This is your guitar.
My guitar's hanging up over here. Not a bright idea, because the thing is when I talk loud, it reverberates the strings. So I ended up stuffing a hat into it, so that way it's not reverberating. So Yeah, so many exciting things right now. I want to take a look here at the time, so I'd rather go under than over here today because we had so much really cool things. So, dude, can we talk about your big fucking goal, man?
We can. I mean, I like to talk about something really quick that I don't know if a lot of people have noticed in the news or not. No, it's not politics because honestly, that stuff's nuts, right? I don't even look at Facebook hardly anymore just because of that. So one thing, a company I used to work for, Verizon Wireless, or Verizon, let's just say Verizon, who gave for a number of years. This is one of the largest companies in the country, right? They employed hundreds of thousands of employees. Okay. They just announced, honestly, this was just a few days ago, that within the next 30 days, they're going to be eliminating like thousands of positions. Yes, across the country, you know what I mean? And
is it because they're going to be automating a lot of their business, or is it because they're dropping and losing business?
Yeah, with the cell phone, with the wireless industry, you think about it. You have a smartphone, I have a smartphone, my daughter has a smartphone, my wife has a smartphone, your wife has a smartphone. Everybody's pretty much got one. Not everyone, but the majority of society has a smartphone or a tablet.
Shit, I think like my nephews and my niece actually has one.
So from a growth standpoint, they're not growing. Right, and Verizon was the machine for a long time. Okay, everybody was trying to catch them. Well, guess what? People started catching them. So in an order to and I get it, it's any business, right? Sometimes you got to regroup to rescale. Okay, that's cool. But the reason I brought this up, a friend of mine on Facebook, and I used to work with the guy at Verizon, Tim Novak. He about 4 years ago started a company called Midwest Best Grooming Company.
That's so crazy. I called you Midwest Best, not even realizing
I didn't. Great guy. They do beard balms and lip balms and grooming products and stuff for men. And, like the lip balms, obviously for the ladies and men, whatever, it's kind of like a chapstick. So he started this about 4 years ago. And it's interesting that this is happening because now he's got something he can roll into if needed. I'm not saying this is affecting him, but it was just kind of interesting and a very, very, very good point. If you've got something, honestly, you got to start taking care of yourself. I guess this is the message that I'm trying to deliver. Even with politics, even if you have a great job and you love it, you still have to start taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because that company could change. I mean, literally, folks, these people have a 30-day notice.
Yeah, and
that is changing.
And who knows if some of these people have even prepared. They probably thought, hey, this ride's going to last. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it just. That was something that was a realization that hit me. Bethesda Senior Living is a small privately owned company, not for profit. They had a wonderful mission, and I imagined I was going to be there for years to come if I wanted to be. But there was a nagging part of me saying, "What if?
Right.
What if somebody higher up screws something up for me? What if there was like a community somewhere that an abuse case got opened, and then all of a sudden all the doors are being shut down?" And then the carpet's pulled out from underneath me. And here I was really concerned because that was something that was outside of my control. And I don't like to be ate up on things that are outside of my control. But if I can control something, then I would almost rather be the person at fault for something, than have somebody else be the fault. And I'm kind of going, why'd you screw that up for me? You ruined my ride. So my recommendation to you is if you guys are listening to this at all, this is what Kevin's saying is have at least a plan B. If you can have a plan C, D, E, F, G, that's fine, but at least have a plan B. I mean, we've told you guys so much about self-publishing. Self-publishing is so fucking easy. Like literally, there was a 2-page book, dude. A 2-page book, all right? And it had a rank below 10,000 in the store. Some people probably, okay, what does that mean? Okay, this person had it priced at $7.99 for 2 pages. All right, and it had actually really high ratings on it. So people like the content. Here's the thing: is let's just assume $7.99. All right, we'll go ahead and do the math. All right, let's pretend that person had right about a 3,000 rank. I think it was somewhere right around there. That sounds about right. So 3,000 rank, you're getting right about anywhere from 24 to 36 downloads per day as a minimum. Let's just go ahead and give it a minimum, 36. So let's go ahead. So let's say the book is $7.99. Here we go. Stay with me, guys, because there is a point, and I won't rabbit trail so much. There's a reason why I say plan B, and we've given you guys plenty when it comes to self-publishing. $7.99. They're going to collect 70% of that. Okay, that's what pretty much the payout is. It's either is it 70%?
I think it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm losing my
there.
mind.
It's right around that mark.
It's 35% or 70%. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and multiply that by 70%, 0.7. All right, so this person's going to, in theory, collect $5.59 per book sold.
That's awesome.
All right, let's go ahead and just multiply that by 36 books. All right, in a single day, they're making $201.
A day.
All right,
A
let's
day.
go ahead and multiply that by average month being 30 days. That's $6,040. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to multiply that. And let's see how much that is in a year. That's $72,485 for a person releasing a 2-page book.
Well, and man, here's the theory, right? There's books and there's the titles and stuff and training skipping my mind. But they say if you have a hobby or something that you love, if you can get it to $100 a day in revenue, then that's a good place to be, and you should feel comfortable transitioning at $100 a day. Because give me about $3,000 a month, right?
Yeah,
and that's cash money typically.
Mm-hmm.
So $3,000. It's not huge, but it gives you more time to focus on it to scale it, right? So $100 a day. These people are doing $200 a 2-page book.
2-page book.
That's crazy.
And you know, the thing is, and like I said, and to kind of just double back around, some people are like, oh, that's such a scam.
No.
You don't understand. Yeah, they had a couple of 1-star and 2-stars. You're going to have that.
Yeah.
But a great majority of them were like 5s and 4s and just a little bit in the 3s. So this thing was like somewhere about like the 4 to 5-star range.
So
this means, and hundreds of reviews for a 2-page book. That's on a bestsellers list. So listen, guys, it's very possible. What do you have? What kind of a skill set? What kind of knowledge do you have? That's really what you got to start to think about is what can I provide to the world? Because I know this guy right here, he's got a wealth of knowledge. You guys already know. I'm doing this. I try to hit him up all the time because, he was even talking some of the theories. What was one of the ones you were talking about for a short read? You came in today. He's freezing up. Don't worry.
Power of the pen.
Power of the pen. You know, and this is incredible because he's talking a little bit about some of the things he's very passionate about. And that's the thing is if you're passionate about something, you don't know how to write, do what this guy does. Talk.
Yeah, Google. Well, this guy right here, if I haven't got it completely set up yet, there's software, Dragon Naturally Speaking. Yep. Okay. It's a software you can download. It comes with a pair of headphones, right? You can dictate whatever is up here. If you can't type, you can just talk it, and it dictates it onto your computer screen in Word. So, again, another excuse eliminated. But
yeah, absolutely. In fact, actually, I'm going to pull it up as an example. Here I have Google Docs. All right, it's an app that actually go on your phone. You can get the microphone plug-in. It's not going to be as accurate as that Dragon Naturally Speaking, but it is pretty good. And you just got to go back through and spend a little more time editing. So all you're going to end up doing is you get the download. You can get it on here. Most times with your texting and texting technology, you're going to actually have microphones. I'll hold this up to you guys like you can actually see it.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to go ahead and hit this. So the microphone is now recording, period. New line. What we can do on this device is amazing. Exclamation point. New line. What I want you guys to do is try this out on your own. Period. New line. Send us a message at bootstrapbusinessmen@gmail.com. Period. New line. Done. And here's the great thing. Let me read it back to you. So the microphone's not recording. I'd actually have to edit that. What we can do on this device is amazing. What I want you guys to do is try this out on your own. Send us a message at bootstrapbusinessmen@gmail.com. Done. You guys saw how simple that was. That was almost literally like 50 words right there. Yeah. All right, 50 words. It's like a paragraph for crying out loud. And so you guys can see, your ability to write is not going to be hindered. Now,
it's true.
Now, there are some limitations. There's going to be some people like, what about people with speech impediments? Okay, yeah, all right, smart ass. Yeah, some people are going to probably have some. Yeah, that's where editing is going to come in. I have a story I'll have to share with you off the air because it's completely tasteless if I actually were to share it on here.
This is Donald Trump.
Yeah. It's, any event though, yeah. So you guys can see this is really cool. I've actually used the voice dictation technology. If you have not seen my YouTube channel yet, go over to Self-Publishing with Dale L. Roberts. That's DaleLRoberts.com/YouTube, and actually have a tongue-in-cheek presentation called "How to Become an Erotica Fiction Writer." And you guys can watch that.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, ready for this insight, guys? It's real. Although I do have my pants on during that video. Just like, hey, look, I've got pants.
He's got pants on.
He's got pants on. We're usually doing the show in shorts, by the
We
way,
have
guys.
to keep our pants on.
It's weird. It's a sausage fest then, and you know.
I mean, unless there's a third person, then right now it's just a little weird.
Yeah. So any event though, man, it's been a lot of fun. I know. I think for sure we've actually cranked through an entire hour. It's getting right about 9:30. So, dude.
Beautiful.
I think we should just run this like we normally do. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do the normal plug, and I'm going to have you wrap it up. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in on YouTube.
Facebook Live.
We're loving you guys. We're going to keep doing this over there. So make sure that you hit like. Go to Facebook.com and you find us Bootstrap Businessmen. Like it. Hit that follow, because we're going to be showing you guys some exclusive behind-the-scenes content over on Facebook.
Just on Facebook. Yeah.
Just on Facebook.
Check us out over there.
Yeah, so YouTube people, you're actually going to have to kind of gravitate over there. We'll probably show you guys some of the production things that we're doing, some of our insights. So in any event, hey, as per usual, if you go into the link in the description below, or if you go into the link in the description, be it on SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, FeedBurner, Google, all that stuff, trying to reconnect it.
Podbean,
iTunes, all those. You're going to look in the description. Click that link to Amazon, or you can just copy it and paste it into your browser. And simply, anytime you do shopping at Amazon, do us a favor. Use that link.
Just use it.
And it's just going to be a small amount. I'm going to be completely forward and honest with you guys. Okay, we're going to get about 4 to 6% of all sales. But here's the nice thing, is it does not adversely affect your purchase.
Not at all.
Okay, it just helps us support this show so we can make some more upgrades and we can bring in some guests that are going to send your eyebrows and blow your mind. Yeah. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to hand it to you. Close this out, man.
Appreciate it. So guys, tonight's episode, we're kind of testing out a couple things with Facebook Live. Just seeing if we get different angles. You could probably do that again. It probably looks better up. Yeah, so you get a better angle up there. Nice. So what we're kind of reloaded, if you will. Okay, so this is Bootstrap Reloaded. It's nice when we're together. We're going to be able to do some really cool stuff here coming up. And we're going to be able to walk you through eliminating every excuse that you have. I mean, the library, dude, that blows my mind. You can actually go check out a mobile hotspot for internet, so you can't say you can't afford internet. Yeah, it's true. So the biggest point, guys, thanks for tuning in. We talked a little bit about publishing, a little bit about rap, a little bit about just kind of taking personal accountability for yourself. Take life into your hands, because if you're allowing somebody else to dictate it, you're not living it. You're not living your life. Okay. We work hard. We work a lot of crazy hours sometimes, right? That's okay. Because if we want, we can take a week off. We can go rollerblading down the highway, whatever the case is. So whatever's up here, allow it to come out to the world. It's up here for a reason, right? You just need to deliver it. So tune into us. Thanks for kicking back with us tonight. Again, Facebook Live, you're going to be seeing some behind the scenes as we start building this and doing some crazy stuff. So that's going to be over on Facebook. You want to check it out, go to Facebook. Other than that, guys, have a great night. Dale, anything else?
I'm Dale.
I'm Kevin.
See you guys.